I'm Ryan Boyd. Me and my wife Gloria Ann are avid hunters and outdoorsmen. We also own a nuisance wildlife removal company. We have a deep respect for all wildlife and are passionate about conservation and helping people get out of the house or office and reconnect with our wild roots, which is how we believe God created us to live. We always have our hands full dealing with some kind of critter, so please join us and get ready. It's a wild life. All right, you guys, it's a beautiful day. We're here in Placida, Florida. Not a cloud in the sky. And we had some rain last night, so we were a little worried. A lot of rain, thunderstorms, but it rolled through. Beautiful day. We're in Placida, and we've got my friends Jesse and Kelly, and they're the Goliath grouper masters. So a big bucket list for me has been to catch a Goliath grouper. I'm losing my voice a little bit, which is what a perfect day for that. But we're gonna go out here and see what we can do. How long have you been doing this?
I retired from the Army in 2011, so I kind of came home and started doing this stuff ever since then, October of 2011.
Yeah, that's awesome. So these guys are the masters. So the biggest thing with Goliath grouper is apparently a lot of people come out here and try to do it themselves and don't exactly know what the gear to use, and it can actually be harmful to the fish.
So a lot of times what we see is folks will come out and it's obviously it's a big fishery, but if you're undergunned for what you're trying to target species, you can actually do a lot of harm with them. We pull hooks and cable and things like that out of them, and obviously we get broken off, but if you're going to go out with like a 100-pound line and try to catch a 400-pound fish, around structure, that doesn't really work out all that well. So we use heavier lines, and we never use steel cable or anything like that. At least the other stuff, the smaller hooks that'll rust out pretty easy. So that's what we try to promote. We try to use, and we try to get a lot of it cleaned up and out of there to take care of our species, because that's, for us, is our livelihood. So we're always trying to make sure that we'll have more fish for tomorrow. And you guys being rookies, first time Goliath, you got to have a variety of baits. You got a little bit of smaller one to get going and get your feet wet, and then you put the big rig on.
That's right. Right behind. Oh, you got it. Nice. There he is.
Probably about 8 to 10 inches. Pop. Reel.
How did you?
Nice shot. Where you are.
It's as easy as that, Roy.
What have you been doing up there the whole time?
Put that
See him?
finger right in the corner of your mouth.
He's laying right there.
Yeah, right in the corner of your mouth.
It's him. There it is. Got him. Let him go if he pulls real hard. But both actually got him pretty good.
All right, so we just shot a stingray. It was really deep, so he wasn't sure how much penetration he got, so I put a second arrow in him. Took a couple shots, but we got him.
All right, we've got our bait. Right, Jesse?
That's right.
We got our bait, and so now it's game time. It's about to get wild, I hope. Ready? He wants to eat. Hey, baby butt. It's cool. Hey. Hungry fella?
So we've got our international 80 wide here. We've got that fitted up with about 800-pound test, and believe you me, that could still get broken. So we kind of have to be smart about it. All right. We have our Penn International stick here. This is a present from our good buddy Mark Davis. He actually helped us out with that. So thanks to Mark. So you can see here on the back of the rod where it's going to touch the side of the boat, and that just kind of gives you an idea of how hard these fish can pull. All right, the reason why we use this heavier duty line is because a lot of times you get around these pylons and stuff, and it gives us just a little bit of extra time kind of push forward or do what we need to do before they bust it. Now, if you're pulling against just dead weight, it's probably the pylon, so we gotta have to kind of be heads up. But if he's actively fighting, you know, you feel the fish thump, 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 then you can, you know, have at it, have fun, and we'll kind of push around for you a little bit. These little chairs right here, these are made by Deck Gear, a good buddy of ours, Mark Petranik, and these things are phenomenal. He made these to catch tarpon with, and we just kind of adapted it a little bit. We've got it bolted down to the deck there, so it's pretty safe. So got a little dummy cord on there, so in case we have an accident, you know, we don't want it to fall out. It's quite pricey for if you lose a rod. So I like to have the biggest ray possible.
All right, so we just dropped down the bait. There's a lot of boats around. It's a Sunday, a lot of boat traffic, but we know there's fish down here, big ones. So we're just waiting on the bite. I forgot the protocol. Oh, shoot. Man, holy crap. I'm trying. Ugh. It's a big boy. Boy, you don't have to hold me. Oh, actually, yeah, you do. No, you're good. You don't have to hold me. Just. There he is, guys. Oh, there's another one. What's that with him? Oh, shoot. Oh, shit. I think it's a jellyfish. Look at the dolphin.
Wow.
Giant Goliath grouper, guys. Thought he was done, but he's not quite done. All right, guys. So that was freaking crazy. Like, I'd pretty much given up because he's not done.
Keep his nose up, yeah. Keep fighting.
We had one hit earlier. He bumped it and then got us in some structure. And then it was just quiet for a few hours. Like nothing for a few hours. We were playing with the dolphins. And then all of a sudden, just like 0 to 100. 0 to 1,000. I've never fought a fish like that. Ever. Like,
This one's probably closer to 350.
yeah. The only thing I can compare it to is like you're hooked to a car and it's going the other way. I'm losing my voice. I got bronchitis. So I caught him in high gear. I like a little bit of a challenge. Black sea bass.
Oh, okay.
Biggest fish of my life. They get a lot bigger than this, but that was the biggest fight of my life. It was an absolutely incredible bucket list checked off. Out here with Jesse and Kelly, and the link will be in the description. Come out here and get you some. We're in Placida, Florida, and man, this is it right here. There's no words, It speaks for itself. I wanted to try to go down there and noodle this guy, but they wouldn't let me. Just a giant, powerful fish. These scales right here are like razors. That's unbelievable. I mean, as long as you got the, you don't like that. As long as you got the line. We got some teeth too. We got some teeth. Look out. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and turn her loose. She's got some pretty good fight left in her, so. There she goes.
Lives to fight another day.
I wonder
I got no voice, but man, oh, that was awesome. Well, I got a big Goliath grouper. This weather didn't cooperate. We're in the middle of a storm, in the middle of the ocean. I mean, you can't see anything. In the middle of it, it's coming down.
That's what you get for Florida Inshore Extreme, baby.
Florida Inshore Extreme fishing. You never know what you're gonna get, but you will get some extreme. Until next time, stay wild.